Hey everybody, Friends of Texas Wildlife here. Just wanted to tell you a little bit about raccoons, and in particular baby raccoons. This is a little orphan that came in yesterday. We will be caring for her until she's about 8 months old and she can be released. She's probably about 10 days old, and her rescuers really did everything they could to assure that she really was orphaned. She actually fell down in the wall of their house, and they had heard her crying for several days before they were finally able to locate her and get her out. And then once they did get her out, they put a box outside to see if Mom would come back for her, and they tried that for a couple of nights, but Mom probably already had cleared out, and unfortunately this little one got left behind. So she was truly in need of coming in for rehabilitative care. You can see my gloved hand. Just for size perspective, she is very tiny. A lot of people are really not too keen about having raccoons around, but they really are a very important part of our ecosystem. They are omnivores. They'll eat just about anything, including carrion, so they're good for cleaning up other animals that may have died that you don't want around, causing issues with disease and flies and other bugs. They also will eat a lot of things that we might not want to have around in large numbers. They'll eat insects and frogs and lizards and snakes and even mice and rats. So they're really good for pest control for things that we might not want around our houses. They also will eat berries and fruits and nuts. So they are good for helping to spread plants around, because when they eat those things and then they recycle them, so to speak, in their poop, there would be seeds and things that would start new plants and trees, which is good for our neighborhoods and our environments. We do ask that if you have a raccoon in your house or attic, typically the only reason that they want in is if it's a female that's looking for a place to den. And as we start removing habitat and cutting down dead trees and wood piles and natural things that would be good habitat for these moms, they will look for other places. But they typically will have several den sites scoped out, and if they get someplace that you would prefer not to have them, there are ways that you can get them to move out humanely without trapping. Unfortunately, a lot of people set a trap and they don't realize that it's going to leave babies behind, and several days later, by the time they find the babies, it's too late to try to reunite. So we have a lot of great information on our website about how to get moms to move out and take their kits with them, so that they get out from where you don't want them, but we're not separating moms and babies, because it is a very difficult chore for rehabbers to raise a litter of baby raccoons. It's very time consuming, it's very expensive, and as stated earlier, they're with us for about 8 months, so there's not a lot of people that can commit to that, to take a litter of raccoons and raise them until they're 8 months old and can be released back into the wild. So please consider very strongly about not setting traps. Call us and we can help you, or there's other agencies that will humanely remove the moms and put reunion boxes so they can take their kits with them. Try to coexist. That's best for everybody, because all these animals have an important place in our ecosystem. And also, if you don't want them around your yard, make sure that you're not feeding them. We never encourage feeding wildlife. And if you have pets, cats and dogs, or other domestic animals, just try to make sure that there's no food left out at night, because everybody likes a free meal, including raccoons. So if there's food around, they will come and try to get a free meal. So we'll try to get her to talk a little bit now. And that's what a baby raccoon sounds like. So if you hear that, you know that's what it is. And she's gonna go back in the incubator now until it's time for her to eat again in another 2 or 3 hours. Take care, everybody.